Put very simply, Mass Insight Education works to help teachers connect with and instruct their students. Recently, I had a chance to sit down with Springfield Central High School teacher Marisa Donato and Life Sciences Director Leslie Prudhomme from Mass Insight Education to learn how they work together to assist students in a tough advanced placement biology course and the Partners in Excellence Award that Ms. Donato is receiving to note her achievements in the classroom.
I was shocked. When I got the email, I was like, is this like a spam thing? I don't know if I'm supposed to get this. And then I read it more and I was like, oh my God, it's from Mass Insight. And I just felt great because that was my first year last year teaching AP Bio. I had short notice, and so it was a tough year. It was almost like I was a first year teacher again, trying to really revamp every lesson plan I had. And to get that award just really validated all the work I put in.
Let's talk about that, because I know everybody I've talked to as we planned for this said, you got to ask about the fact that she got the word, she'd be an AP teacher, advanced placement teacher, 2 weeks before the start of classes, 2 weeks before she had to go in and do it. It is very different. You go from teaching a pretty serious high school course to teaching a very serious college level course. How did that hit you when you got the word?
I mean, I was shocked because the jump for me is, it seems, like it's like playing high school sport in a college and then jumping to the Olympics. And that's how I felt when they told me I was teaching AP Bio, is that I just jumped right into the Olympics and I hadn't done the training fully yet. And so I was definitely shocked when that happened, but it was a challenge and I was willing to take that challenge on. And Leslie really helped me through it, so I had a lot of support once I started it, and had to work hard. I had to get through it, and I had good support.
I didn't want to embarrass you, but you had something else pretty big on your plate at that
yeah,
time.
Yeah,
right?
So
right?
At the time, I prep a lot of my classes over the summer, so I was supposed to be teaching 3 pre-AP classes and 2 college prep classes. So I spent most of the summer just working how I could change that a little bit, a couple of fine-tuning, and then I was in Cape Cod on vacation. When I found out, also was in the middle of planning my wedding, which was September 25th of 2015, this past fall. Just a little thing, And I just remember driving home from Cape Cod with my future husband. I just looked at him and I was like, you're going to have a lot more planning on your plate now than you might have thought, because I do too now academically.
Talk about you mentioned it, and Leslie, you're in the classroom with Marisa. There's in-class support for her and the students.
Correct. We try to offer to all of the teachers that we work with, so whatever schools we're into. This year we're currently in 72 schools throughout the state. And so I contact all of the AP teachers that I have influence on, or some influence on, and ask them, what do you want? What can I do to help? Marisa, it was great because she was brand new and I was brand new. I was the new content director for Life Science at the time, and she was the first person to reach out and say, yeah, I want help. And she was very willing to take on anything and everything I suggested to her. So that worked out nicely because I could just bring her, and I live relatively close to here, so I was able to bring her boxes of materials and say, let's do this, let's do that. And then it's up to her. If she wants me in the classroom, I'll come in the classroom and teach so that she can see a model lesson. Or if she just wants to use my resources and use what I have in my head to kind of banter back and forth ideas, that's the way we go. So it's always up to the teacher.
Mm-hmm. And Leslie was incredibly flexible with that, because I think I texted her. I got her number from somebody, and I texted her like 4 days before school was supposed to start, and I said, is there any way you can just come here and meet me, because I don't even know where to start, please? And she was like, yep, no, what's your address? I'll come tomorrow. I'll be there at this time. And she sat with me for like 2 hours just going over like what we're going to do for the course of the year, where is a good place to start, some options. And so like she did not have to go out of her way to do that, and she was 100% willing.
So it's really almost a mentor relationship, excuse me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Leslie had a great reputation at Northampton. She had some of the best passing scores in the state, and so having her come to me was a huge help, and I just really looked up to her because I knew she's done it, and she's done it successfully. So anything she could offer me, I was willing to take in and work towards and modify for my kids.
Let's talk about Springfield Central High School a little bit. It's a good school, a lot of great kids,
Yep.
but all kinds of kids. It's an inner city school. Excuse me. There are kids from great circumstances. There are kids from tough circumstances.
Yeah.
And we don't want to judge them.
Right.
We don't want to say, oh, you've got this or that problem. We don't expect as much from you, because you do. You expect just as much. But still, you've got to think of all that every time you're going into class. And AP, any AP class is tough. And when it's an AP Science, wow, that's really tough.
Yeah, it's true. There is a lot of things that happen in Springfield, and I think there's a lot of things that happen in every town. So with my kids, I say anyone can achieve it, and everyone's coming from different backgrounds. I come from different background, but once we're in that class and we're a team, and so I think anyone can reach that bar if they're willing to put in the work, and that's kind of how we tackled it last year. As I told the kids, I'm new, I'm going to be working every single night. I hope you guys are too, because this is the only way this is going to work is if we all put in 100% effort. And the kids that were willing to do that, they did well. They ended up passing that test, and they really bought in, and so we really formed a good community last year with the kids and myself.
I remember AP classes back in the dark ages of my high school years, and there were sometimes weekend sessions, nighttime sessions. You met a lot of different times, and it's tough for kids with their responsibilities. I know my son had some AP courses just in the last few years, in his high school years, and again, the same thing. It was even more intense, it seemed. You didn't cut the kids slack because, this is an inner city high school. Everybody was expected to put in everything that was expected, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I told myself all the other kids in the other cities are working hard, and so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to work just as hard, and we're going to try to achieve the best we can. So they did have Saturday sessions. The week before, actually the night before the exam, I told the kids I'm going to Panera from 6 to 9 p.m. You should come if you need to review. And I had 5 or 6 that came, and so those kids are willing to put in the work for that too because they wanted that score. They didn't care what was going on in their lives. They wanted to succeed.
Every teacher I've ever known has said, for whatever I put in, I get an awful lot back. It seems to me it can be tough, can be frustrating, but it's a very satisfying career in a lot of ways. We don't want to embarrass any kids particularly, but can you tell us some stories? There must have been some great stories of young people who maybe hadn't been expected to succeed, and suddenly they were doing some pretty tough, pretty high-level academic stuff, doing well. There must have been a new level of confidence and trust in themselves.
Yeah, I think that really happened, and also, these kids, they didn't know I was teaching the course. So when I walked in, some had me before, and they go, "Oh no, we've had her before. We know what's coming our way." But I had a couple kids. I had one girl who was really struggling throughout the year, and she got sick, and she had mono, and ended up out of school for a little bit. And she came back, she was really stressed, and I said, "You can do this, we'll make time. We'll stay after school every day if we have to." And then she did, and she passed. And she came back in July to see me, and she said, "I passed. I can't believe I passed with everything that happened last year." And so it was a really gratifying moment to know that, she had so many struggles, and she still made it, and she still passed that test.
And that, if I can add to that, the point of this program, in part, Mass Insight's partnership with these schools, is in part to increase the rigor and to bring in kids, especially low socioeconomic kids, those who have not traditionally thought of themselves as AP students. There's been sort of the perspective in the past that AP meant, we were the honors kids and they're tracked. That's not the way we look at it anymore. And the College Board, which is of course the driving force behind AP, the College Board is looking, each of the science programs changed in the last several years. It began with AP Bio in 2012. There was the first rewrite of the curriculum. And so now, unlike in the past, maybe when your son took it, certainly when you took it, but in the past we asked kids to memorize a lot of content. And there still is background foundation information they have to learn. However, it's asking them to think and to be afraid or not afraid, if you will, to move out of the mold and say, Ms. Donato, I'm not sure about this answer, but this is what my data show, and this is what I think is happening, and that's what we care about. It isn't always whether they're right or wrong, but how well are you thinking? Are you thinking like a scientist? Can you support your contention and your data with what you've learned? And that's very, very hard for the kids. It's difficult, and it's difficult for teachers. It's a big move forward for some of our teachers to think, to be able to put themselves out there on the line even a little more than they did previously. And Marissa's been very good at that.
Well, Leslie Prudhomme, Marissa Donato, thanks for what you're doing for our kids and our communities. Congratulations to you. Thanks for coming in and spending some time with us.
Thank you.